Would you look at that? After nearly 200,000 subscribers, we finally have a Mercedes Benz. Let's see what we can do. Hit my music. So I'll be honest with you, I had to go back to Hoedspruit because last time I was there, I experienced something so nice, I just had to go back. The only difference is this time we're going back in the Mercedes Benz E220d. Along the way, I'll tell you everything you need to know about this E-Class and show you where we stayed. This is a beautiful home. So without wasting any of your time, welcome to part 2 of the Mr. How Much Road to 200,000 special. Allow us to get started. You know, growing up, when someone said Mercedes Benz, the first thing you'd think of, even without seeing the car, was comfort, luxury, class, safety, wealth. And without question, this generation of E-Class lives up to those words. Nah, this thing is nice. It's an elegant machine and it receives respect anywhere you drive it. But before we start with our road trip, let's talk about how much it would cost you to own one these days. Today we're going to have two costs of ownership and I'll explain why a bit later. But the base price of this Mercedes Benz E220d is 1,332,037 Rand. That's around 25,354 Rand over 6 years at 11% interest. A full tank of diesel will cost you 1,448 Rand, and I just want to say, you'll save a lot of money at fuel stations with this diesel engine, but more on that later. If you'd like to save even more money, be sure to check out Hippo for your insurance quotes. Hippo will compare up to 12 different quotes for you, and you can choose the one that suits your budget the best. The one I chose is around 2,900 Rand, which would bring my total cost of ownership to 29,702 Rand. As always, if you'd like to get a quote for your own vehicle, be sure to check out Hippo. I'll leave a link in the description and pin a comment in the comments below. We'll talk about the second cost of ownership a little bit later. For now, let's get this video started. So, just by looking at this Mercedes Benz, it says, take me on a road trip. It's perfect for those of you who do a lot of driving, especially from city to city, province to province. This car is planted. This car is on the ground. It says, I got you, especially in a straight line. During the trip, PA and intern said this was one of the most comfortable cars they've been in so far, and they are not lying. The comfort levels on this E-Class are on point, but because it's riding on the optional 21-inch alloy wheels, if ever you find a road with bumps or imperfections, you're going to feel each of them. Especially when you drive through Leidenburg. Yo, that place, something needs to be done. But Leidenburg aside, on a nice smooth road, comfort all the way. But as comfortable and as planted as it is, when it comes to handling, it struggles a bit, especially around twisty roads like this. The cornering is not as sharp as you'd want it to be. It's not as dynamic. It's not a particularly fun car to drive. But in the same breath, it's not an E53 AMG. It's not really meant to be. This is for those relaxed drives. You know, you're just taking it out on the highway. You just want to relax and listen to some classic music. Now, in terms of fuel consumption, the E-Class shines. The claim is 5 liters to the 100, and for the first part of the journey, I was actually averaging around 5.2. But me being me, at the end of the road trip, I averaged a total of 7 liters to the 100. But despite this is still the most affordable road trip I've ever been on because this diesel E-Class had over 1,000 kilometers of range, and I wasn't even trying to drive economically. Now, in terms of the overall drive, this being a Mercedes and all, you get a lot of driver assistance features. If you're wondering, yes, you do get adaptive cruise control, which comes in handy over long journeys. Speaking of journeys, this is the place we had been driving to. Zandspruit Bush and Arrow Estate. It's located in Hoedspruit. That rhymes. Anyway, we came here because we found out from our good friend Charlie Travels that there was a beautiful home located in this place, so I decided to come see for myself. It's time to make a dramatic entrance. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Nah, the E-Class is proper. Hold on. Just want to do some aura farming. Well done, Mercedes. Well done. Let's have a look at the house. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of football. So when I arrived, there was a game that was playing. And if you're confused, yeah, F1 is football for cars. Well, that's what I tell people anyway. When they ask, what sport do you watch? I say football for cars. But yeah, McLaren, this is your year. I really hope Lando takes it. But hey, if Piastri wins, then he deserves it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If you're wondering what was going on here, Piastri lost the lead and Max was now leading. Bah, bah, bah. Max Verstappen. Anyway, on to the house tour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Villa Tau. You know, like a lion. I should actually go to Kruger National Park. But anyway, let's start with the kitchen. I'm joking. The Benz is too low profile for Kruger. Here you have the fridge where you can put your Danons and stuff. You've got your sink. You've got your gas stove in case you want to cook. And then here you have your oven. And these new oven microwaves, they even give you mittens. Yeah, I'll find out how these work later. You've got your pantry. And this is where you'll chill with your friends or family or whoever you decide to bring. Plenty of seats. The house seems to come with games as well. I see Monopoly, 30 seconds, everything you'll need. I'll show you the outside a bit later if I haven't already. And this is the living room. Check out this couch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can see a lot of people here. Believe it or not, this is a TV. I'm not sure where the remote is, but yeah, this is a TV. It looks like a painting, but if you turn it on, I'll probably do a cutscene for you guys. I was watching F1 a bit earlier. Smart TV. We've got a sound system, and then over here you've got 2 bedrooms. Come have a look. So the bedroom, in total, there are 4 of them. This is one of the 2 identical ones. Everything you see here is what you'll find across. You've got your shower in the corner, you've got your mirrors, this is your bed. Yeah, it's quite spacious, hey? High ceilings. And if you don't feel like showering on the inside and you want to get in touch with nature, you also get an outdoor shower. If you're brave. But yeah, so yeah, here's your shower. There's also one for the room across. The stars are much brighter here. This is nice. You know, the air here does smell cleaner and fresher. Smells like trees. Anyway, let's have a look at the other room. So as I mentioned, the opposite rooms are identical, but what I didn't show you that side is the shower inside. So this is your shower, and here you have your mirrors. What's up, Mr. How Much? What's happening? But yeah, let's check out the other 2 bedrooms on the other side. I'll show you the one I chose. It's proper. So when I grew up, I want to get a house so big that I can literally run across the house to get to the other bedrooms. Proper stuff. So this is the main bedroom. So one of the things I love about this main bedroom, as I call it, is the view. But I'll show you that soon. So you have your bed, and just behind me you have a proper walk-in closet for your shoes, for your Jordans, you know, that kind of stuff. And then here is where you can come to relax. You have a tub, you have a shower, and just outside we have another outdoor shower. What I love about this one is it's kind of fenced off, so you don't have to worry so much about a giraffe catching you while you're bathing. So this is a simulation of bathing outside. So yeah, here you have walls, which is nice. I prefer it. And yeah, that's the main bedroom. Let's go check out that view I told you about. Whoa. Let's go see the view. So this is where you'll do most of your relaxing. You've got a table. You've seen the pool by now. It's beautiful. For those of you who can swim, you can sit there. You even have a boma if you want to start a fire. And you have a place to braai as well. Earlier on, we went to buy some firewood in case we decide to, get in touch with nature and relax around the fire. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the house. I'm going to put in some other outside scenes for you guys to appreciate it properly. This place is beautiful, guys. It is beautiful. But one thing you should know, if you want to book it, it's there on airbnbbooking.com. You can do a minimum of 6 nights. There's no booking this place for 1 night or 2 nights. 6 nights, serious people only, proper stuff, man. Love this place. Well done, Villa Tau. Well done. All right, now we're gonna go out and get some food at our favorite restaurant. All right, so Villa Tau is so big, I forgot there's a 4th bedroom. So you have a bed, you've got a tub, and you've got a shower. I don't think this one has an outdoor shower like the other ones. So yeah, the main bedroom stays winning. Okay, now that's the full house. Proper stuff. Now we can go eat. By the way, apparently there are hyenas, leopards roaming around somewhere far. I don't know. I just said there's wild animals, so yeah, don't walk around at night here, guys. The way we're so paranoid, ne? So yeah, when the sun sets, go inside. That's all I'm saying. Anytime we heard a sound, we're like, yeah. By the way, as a reverse, I just want to say, if you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, but this car looks cool at night. Check out that grill. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We are still on the road to 200,000 subs, so please share this video on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram stories, on your Twitter. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. And yes, I saw someone asking in one of the previous videos, the PS5 giveaway is still on. And the giveaway is free, guys. I'm not charging you anything. You don't need to pay any money, contribute. There's nothing. It's just open to anyone who subscribed to the channel. Obviously, though, I will check who comments, who shares the channel, but it's for free. And it's still on. I'll announce the winner when we get to 200,000 subs. And by the way, this Mercedes Benz has rear wheel steering, which makes it much easier to maneuver in tight spaces. Now, let's get on to our nighttime review. When it comes to ambient lighting, Mercedes Benz is still ahead of the game. No one even comes close. Just look at this. Look at that super screen. It's amazing. From what I understand, on the passenger side, if they want to watch a movie or a series, they can watch it on that screen without disturbing the driver. It's really good. And my advice to you is, if you know you're unfaithful and you have stories, sneaky links and all those type of things, do not connect your phone to the infotainment system. Do you see how big that screen is? Imagine Ulirato decides to just text you or call you. Anyway, I digress. Now, the whole reason why we came back to Hoedspruit was to come to this place. Now, we've been to this restaurant a number of times. The most recent time was when we came with the Porsche Cayenne GTS. This place, again I say, has the best oxtail I've ever had. Yes, if it wasn't for oxtail, this road trip would not have happened. By the way, in case you're wondering, this video is not sponsored by the Hatton Creek. I'm just a big fan of their oxtail. And while I enjoy that oxtail, let's take a quick look at the interior of the E-Class. Welcome to the interior of the E-Class. Now, everybody who's seen this interior, they've just been impressed. Now, bear in mind, this specific one is heavily spec'd, so a lot of what you're seeing is an optional extra. The passenger have their own screen. I mean, you can play your own music there, control the apps. And then here for the driver, I also have my own screen. As always, you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Your air conditioning is also in the infotainment system. Personally, I prefer knobs. This infotainment system has something called digital vent control. You just press a button here and it starts moving the vents for you. Very interesting stuff. Down here, you have a couple of shortcut buttons. If you press this one, you can cycle between you can cycle between your different driving modes. You've got eco, you've got comfort, you've got sport, and you have individual. And then here are your hazards. This is your head-up display. This is where you can do all your settings. You can even raise your vehicle if you want. It's pretty cool. It's nice. In here, you've got your cup holders. I have cables, USB ports, and all that stuff. You've got your center armrest. And this is your steering wheel. Now, just ahead of your steering wheel, you have a digital instrument display, which is very customizable. So if you want to change, if you want to change the look of it, you can make it look like that, make it a bit sporty. If you want, you can, put the maps. So there's quite a lot of customization available. As for the steering wheel, nice and proper. You feel like you're holding the steering wheel of a proper German machine. Now, as you know, with Mercedes, the gear stick is right here, so it's easy to go from drive to reverse to park without having to think too much. As for the buttons, you've got these touch sensitive buttons, but to be honest, they're not bad. I don't mind them at all. They respond when you need them to respond. They don't just activate randomly, so they're nice. And as you can see, when it comes to ambient lighting, Mercedes is still ahead of the game. And if you're too lazy to go into the infotainment system to change the light, you can simply say, "Hey Mercedes,
how can I help?
Please change the color to red."
Red. Always pleasant.
"Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
Please switch off the interior lighting."
I'm switching off the interior lighting.
Proper stuff. Thank you, Mercedes. And yeah, that is the front of your Mercedes Benz E-Class. So let's have a look at the rear. All right, welcome to the backseat of the E-Class. As you can see, plenty of space. I'm sitting comfortably. Knee room is fine. It's a bit tight down here, but it also depends on your driver. Over here, you have a center armrest with concealed cup holders, proper stuff. Although because of the color of this interior, no one will be drinking anything in my E-Class. Over here, you have your climate controls. You've got rear air vents. You can choose the temperature you want as a backseat passenger. And overall, it's a very comfortable place to sit. In terms of your headroom, there is more than enough space. And I also found this, if you want to adjust the headrest of the front passenger. But don't do that while they're driving, guys. But yeah, that's the back seat. Alright guys, welcome to the boot. Anyway, this boot is huge. We have 3 bags here. We still have space for probably 3 more bags. There is no spare wheel here. I believe it has run flats. I hope it does. It didn't. Run flats are not available on the 21-inch alloy wheels. If you want run flats, you'll have to opt for the 19-inch wheels instead. In terms of liters, they're on your screen right now. And yeah, that's about it. I'm rushing to go back inside because there's wild animals here. Anyway, cool. Thank you. While I'm still enjoying my oxtail, let's quickly talk about the E-Class. Now, earlier on, I said there would be 2 total cost of ownerships for this vehicle, and that's because of its options. You see, the base price might not seem so bad, but by the time you're done speccing this car, the price might just shock you. This one has options of 639,300 Rand. You could actually buy a VW Polo GTI, spec it with that money, or you could buy a brand new Haval H6 with everything for that money. In fact, these options alone add an additional 12,000 Rand to an installment, which would mean instead of paying 25,000 per month for your vehicle, you'd pay roughly 37,000 for your vehicle, before petrol and before insurance. So I don't think that Mercedes is making bad cars. I don't think Mercedes is making cars people don't want to buy. I just think their pricing is wrong. And if they would reconsider their pricing strategy, trust me, there would be a lot more of these cars on the road, because this E-Class is amazing. It's one of those cars I would buy with my own money. True story. They just need to work on those optional extras. By the way, I've decided to name this car Mohale. You know, it just looks like that rich uncle. Now, before we go back to the oxtail, there are a couple of things I haven't mentioned. Number 1, this Mercedes-Benz comes with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan and a 2-year unlimited kilometer warranty. Number 2. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Please open the sunroof.
I'm opening the sunroof.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Mercedes has a strict sounding voice. Do not want to mess with Mercedes. Oh. And now that I've had my oxtail and told you about the Mercedes Benz and showed you Villa Dow, we've come to the end of our video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, after the oxtail, we drove back to the house enjoyed the fire at the fireplace, and the next day we decided to go back home. And with that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.